Hi and welcome back to JoelsDIY. I know it's been a while since I put up a new video. I've been a little bit busy these last couple of months, but I'm excited to bring you another DIY project. So today, as you can see on the screen, we have this emulator that's for the Xbox called the Kiosk 8. I've installed it on my jailbroken Xbox that I have. So as you can see, it plays really well. Pretty smooth, and I also have this arcade stick controller that's for the Xbox. It's the Pelican Ready Real Arcade stick. This is actually compatible as well with the PlayStation 2 and as well as the GameCube. So it's really nice. I mean, it's very helpful to make this thing navigate correctly. And you could take a closer look. You can see that it's very practical to navigate all these different arcade machines. And as you can see, one of my personal favorites is Rastan, which is one of the first arcade games I've ever played. You can see that it plays beautifully. Does take a little bit to load. There it is, Rastan. So as you can see, I mean, it plays pretty well. Kind of hard to get it to play one-handed, but I think you get the idea. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, well, we already know how to install Kiosk 8 massive into an Xbox. We pretty much know how to jailbreak an Xbox. What is the whole point of this video? Well, the whole point is basically this setup that I have right here. And as you can see, it's kind of not part of my entertainment system. This is kind of like independent. And all I've really done is I grabbed a 32-inch TV from a Goodwill, a flat screen, and I ended up setting it up with this mount, which I'll show momentarily. But what I've done here is I made a kiosk. And I made a kiosk because I can take this Xbox, pull it out, and put a different console in there. And I've tried to do this with my PS2. I've tried to do this with the PS3. And I've also used a couple of my retro consoles like the Nintendo and the Sega and put this together with this. And it works perfectly. Why? Because you don't have to have the big cabinet full of consoles to play them. If you feel like pulling out a Nintendo or pulling out a Sega, you can just pull it out and put it in here. And you won't really have to make that many changes, especially with the setup that I have. So what I'm basically done is I've created a kiosk with interchangeable consoles. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I put this together. So I will disassemble the Xbox, which shouldn't take me very long. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you how easy it is to set this up. So I will record this just so that you can kind of get an idea of how fast it is. So really all I have to do is disconnect basically two plugs. Pull this out, grab my PS2. So there it is. And I have my plugs for the PlayStation 2. So I'm just going to do this. And then plug this in to my electrical. And then plug this into my power. And basically, I'm ready to run the PS2. So it's really that simple. So, I mean, this is very nice because, again, you know, if I really want to play my consoles, all I got to do is keep my consoles stored in some kind of box, and then I can pull them out and put them right on this little kiosk that I created. So let's go ahead and show you what parts are needed to make this. Okay, so I'm basically behind the setup that I have, just to give you a better look there. So as you notice, I did pull out the console because I kind of wanted to give you a good perspective of how small really this thing takes, how small space this actually takes up, because that's one of the reasons why I've created this way of trying to game with my retro consoles. But as you can see, I mean, what I got here is basically one of those monitor stands or monitor mounts for your desk that you could easily get on Amazon, and I'll actually put the link there, or the picture of where I got it from Amazon, and the item number, and etc. And you should be able to find these. These are relatively common. I think I found this at a Goodwill, so I got a little bit lucky with the price. I only paid like $8 for this, but online I think these run around $20 to $30. So it's just basically like a tube with a mount. You just mount your TV with this. One thing I would recommend is making sure that your mount is the same for the TV that it is for this type of mount. And I only say that just because I have another TV that I had to do a similar thing to, and I actually had to buy like these additional brackets to make it fit, because it did have like a bigger spacing with the mount holes that the TV comes with. So that's just something to keep in mind. So you got the tube, which comes with this really nice metal stand that makes it very stable. And then additionally, I bought this little part. This is basically like a little table that you basically screw. Let me see if I can get a close-up of that. There you go. But you screw this into the tube. That's the tube that's holding the TV, actually. But this is where you would put this little table so that you could put your consoles and remove them when you need to. And lastly, the thing that I always like to do with anything that I plan to make like this, like a little station, is I mounted this little power strip. It's not very big. I mean, it's only got about 3 plugs, but really all you really need is maybe 2 or 3 if you're plugging in your retro console, and one at a time. The nice thing about this one, and I also put also the Amazon, because I also got this on Amazon. I also put the Amazon listing for this, and also for the table there. This table here was around, I think, $30. I'm not sure. So if you buy this and you buy this, and then the strip was, I think, around $12. So you know, total around $70 to $80 to get this set up. But I think, you know, very nice to be able to just plug in whatever you want to play for the day, as opposed to, you know, trying to plug it all with one big TV or whatever. So what I did is, this comes with 2 little mounting holes on it. So all I did was I got a long zip tie, and I zip tied them to the pole. So now this is kind of integrated together with the whole unit. So really all I'm plugging in is just this one cable into the wall, into the power. And another thing I would recommend too is getting a really good TV. I mean, LEDs are the best if you're gonna play retro consoles, I mean, they're not gonna look good unless you have one of those OSSC. But if you don't have it, I mean, the component here is pretty good. I would recommend making sure that you get a TV that has composite and component here, and then a couple of HDMI's. And even if you want to plug in maybe a small PC, I mean, you could still do it because you got the VGA. So if you get something with a VGA, that would also work really well if you want to do that. But this kind of makes it an all-in-one way to kind of play your consoles. And in case you were wondering, this model of TV is just basically, let me see if I can get that into 32 PFLA, sorry, PL 450B. So this is just the type of TV that, it's a Philips, you know, it's a nice little LED TV. Okay, so here I just quickly changed over from a 6th generation console to 7th generation and basically put on my PS3. And as you can see, I mean, the HDMI works great. And just remember, be aware of how much your TV weighs when you mount it onto this bracket, because I know there's like a weight limit. But I know that for an LED 32 inches, that's really the max. I think it would be very nice to have this just in case, you know, you are going somewhere and you want to play some games on the go, sort of. Anyways, that is it for today. I just wanted to give a great thank you to all my new subscribers. I know that in the fall and in the winter time, it's the busiest time where people are staying home and watching videos. So I much appreciate all my new subscribers and all the viewers that are going to be watching my videos this fall and this winter. So have a wonderful holiday coming up in November, and hopefully I'll post up a new video in the near future. But this is it for me. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Take care.